Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for joining us today on Wisdom Minutes. We are glad you made our time to join us today. We've been having a beautiful conversation for the past couple of days now on how to take full control of our lives. We encourage you to go over the previous episodes because this series is made up of 5 episodes. Today is the concluding part. So if you are just watching now, you may not get the full gist until you watch the first episodes, and I encourage you to do that, please. Good. The last episode we talked about defining our intentions. It started by in the first episode by making us understand that unlike cars that have 4 transmission modes, we have park, we have neutral, we have drive, we have reverse. Life has only 2 transmission modes. Life has drive and reverse. That means at every point in time, our life is in constant motion. Is it that we are moving towards our goal or we are moving away from it? And it doesn't matter. Desire doesn't count. There's a way. It's like in your car. If your car is on reverse and you desire to move forward, your desire will not change the transmission mode. You do the needful. If you watch the previous episodes, you will understand how to go about that. So we'll continue from where we stopped in the last episode. The last episode we said that we mustn't live a life that is not having an intention, without a defined intention. You have to make sure your intentions are defined. But defining your intention is not all that matters. If you're familiar with the poultry business, you will understand that some breed of layers are capable of laying up to 300 eggs in 1 year. Unfortunately, they don't produce 1 chicken because production of chicken requires more than laying of eggs. After laying the eggs, the layer must brood over the egg before a chicken is formed. Now, the intention you defined, the goal you have set, the strategies you have crafted, mission statements you have documented, all those things are the eggs you have laid, and that is your intention. Now, brooding over those eggs is your attention. You must pay attention to them. That's why it's not good to have 1,001 things, because you don't have the capacity of brooding over 1,001 things. Minimize it. Take out the most important things and create time, no matter how busy you are. I told somebody that, you see, this thing we say we are busy. If death comes, everybody will have time to die. Because of that, by all means, you should be able to create some time. The last episode, we talked about creating time to define your intention. Now, we are talking about creating time to pay attention to your intentions. You have a focused moment where it will be a me moment, where everything else is shut down. It's just you thinking, ruminating, meditating on, thinking about your intention, visualizing the actualization. That is very, very important. There's no two ways about it. There's no shortcut. It's going to require a lot of discipline, but you must do that. Otherwise, those intentions, those plans will just end as pipe dreams. You must take that initiative. You are in charge here. We're talking about being in the driver's seat. Set out time. You have to start bringing over your intentions. You can make out time, maybe in the morning, maybe in the night, specific time. You will sit and think about them until they start crystallizing into your mind. Because this is when you'll be able to start discovering opportunities, start seeing how to get these things done, how to get the result. Because this thing had to get into you. It's very, very important. Without this, every other thing we talked about will not produce result. It will just be another accumulation of plans that doesn't translate to anything. You mustn't be those layers that lay 300 eggs in a year but no single chicken. No, you must brood over your intentions. You must have focused moment. You must spend time. Napoleon Hill, in his book, The Classical Think and Grow Rich, he talked about how that our desire needs to become obsession. The fastest way of doing this is when you brood over your intentions, when you think about them. You get a time at which you get addicted to those desires, those intentions, and you become obsessed about them. And that is where results becomes very, very easy. I hope you've got value from our conversation today. Until I see you next time, stay blessed, and thank you once again for joining us. Bye bye.